Good evening, Buccaneers. Tonight I'm going to be reading Has Anyone Seen Woodfin? With permission from the author Susan Egner. The illustrations are by A.J. Dewey. Has anyone seen Woodfin? Asked Leafin the chameleon in her high voice. Has anyone seen my brother? I saw him on the lilacs, said Clipper the cardinal. In other words, he's purple? Grumbled Leafin. He called it amethyst, replied Clipper as he adjusted his aviator goggles. Pardon me, said Charles, the very proper woodchuck, but I'm sure I saw Woodfin in a pile of poplar leaves by the stream. Was he yellow? He called it ochre, said Charles as he straightened his bow tie. Ochre, might I remind you, is a nice warm yellow. A young chameleon named Lapis said, I saw him on some geraniums. And what did he call that color? Asked Woodfin's sister. Red, replied Lapis. The caterpillars nearby laughed. Mother's going to have a fit if she finds him red or purple again. She looked around frantically. Leafin, Woodfin is special, said Clipper. He likes being different colors. And stripes and polka dots and plaid, chimed in the other animals. Well, he's supposed to be green or brown, said Leafin, snapping her tail in exasperation. We're chameleons, and those are the only colors we should be. Our safety depends on it. That's the way we camouflage. Leafin continued searching for her brother. A dark shadow passed overhead. She glanced up and saw Hank the hawk circling above, his beady black eyes searching the forest for food. He did not see her because she matched the tree. Where's Woodfin? Could the hawk see him? Woodfin, she shouted. Where are you? Right here, Leafin, answered Woodfin from right beside her. He was so perfectly matched to the bright blue of the morning glories that she had not even seen him. Woodfin, Mom is looking for you, and she's not going to be happy if she finds you the wrong color again. Why do you do that? I like these colors. They're different. I like being different. He pressed his nose into the center of the flower and sniffed the sweet scent. Have you ever tried green or brown? Asked Leafin. Woodfin dodged the question by jumping from flower to flower. His colors rippled from blue to the fuchsia of honeysuckle to the rich gold of sunflowers. Forgetting her mission, Leafin marveled at her brother's kaleidoscope of unchameleon-like colors. For just a moment, she was tempted to see if she could match the bright color of the honeysuckle. Oh, I do like that color, she thought. But then she remembered what her mother had said. What if he couldn't turn green or brown? Will he survive? A cool breeze rippled through the forest as Leafin felt the first chill of winter. Soon the bright colors of summer would disappear. What would Woodfin match then? Come on, Woodfin, let's practice this green on the spruce tree. It's more blue than green, and I just saw you turn blue. Woodfin jumped to the tree, squeezed his eyes shut, and tried very hard. He opened one eye and peeked at his tummy. It was navy blue. Close, but not close enough. He twirled other colors of blue. Look, Leafin, don't I look great in blue? He boasted. It's not green. Let's try looking great in green, she said. Leafin jumped to the trunk of a willow. Please, Woodfin, try this. This bark is practically yellow, and Charles said you turned ochre. Leafin's voice changed, and she wondered if she sounded like she might cry. Even though he'd never tell her, Woodfin actually liked his sister. He didn't want her to cry. Squeezing his eyes tightly shut, he concentrated on his new color, but he was afraid to open his eyes. What color am I now? He asked her. Not the right color, she said, shaking her head in alarm. Any sharp-eyed hawk would see you in a minute. Keep practicing. You don't have much time before winter comes. They practiced all day, but Woodfin never matched the standard chameleon colors. I don't know what else to do. We'll have to ask Bach the Croc, said Leafin, shivering at her own suggestion. Oh, Leafin, aren't you afraid of Bach the Croc? He may be wise, but he's the biggest animal in the forest. I know, but we don't have any other choice, answered Leafin, pulling her brother deeper and deeper into the darkest depths of the forest. Thick moss draped over the branches, blocking the sunlight. Ancient trees towered above them, casting frightening shadows that took on monstrous shapes. At last they found Bok the Croc, napping, submerged in the murkiest part of the swamp, only his eyes above the water. "Who disturbs my nap?" his voice rumbled. "We need your help," pleaded Leafin. "What's the problem?" asked Bok. "It's my brother Woodfin. He can't turn brown or green like other chameleons. What will happen to him in the winter?" "What colors can he match?" asked Bok, opening his very large eyes to study the tiny, off-color chameleon. "I can match the black and white spots of a loon," shouted Woodfin as he leaped onto the back of a mother loon swimming by. "Loons go away for the winter," said Bok, shaking his head. "I don't want Woodfin to go away." "I can match the yellow center of a daisy," said Woodfin, peeping through from the flowers that bordered the pond. "Daisies fade away when the temperature drops," growled Bok. Leafin persisted. "So what can we do, sir?" Look at him in the daisy. "Aren't there other colors in the forest in the winter?" asked Bok. "There will be pumpkins. Can you turn orange, Woodfin?" "Yes, indeed," said Woodfin, matching the orange wing of the parrot who had just landed beside him. "Well, then, that's your answer. He can match the pumpkins," Bok said, closing his eyes. "The pumpkins are harvested in the fall," cried Leafin. "Has a hungry bird ever seen him this summer?" asked the old croc. "He stayed safe being himself, didn't he?" Bok watched Woodfin jump from a pink lily to a deep red hibiscus. "He's very special," said Bok, smiling a toothy smile. "Look at his beautiful colors." "But that's just it. He only matches the bright colors," explained Leafin. "There are no bright colors in winter." Woodfin heard a worried voice from his sister, and something inside him started spinning around. He had never meant to make his family unhappy. As he worried, his body rippled with the many colors of the forest. Yellow and blue and gold and pink and crimson. The colors spun together until they started to blend. Blues and yellows turned into green. Yellows and purples swirled together to make brown. "I'm doing it! Look, everyone, I'm doing it!" he said as he twirled through the rainbow of colors, finally stopping at a yellow green of a willow tree's bark. He leaped into the prickly branches of an evergreen, and again he twirled until his colors matched it perfectly. "Can I still match the orange pumpkin and the red grapes and the blue morning glories?" he asked. Woodfin's sister looked doubtful. "Mom said chameleons are only supposed to be green and brown." Just then the big crocodile stirred in the mud. With a crash of his great tail, he declared, "Let Woodfin be himself." And in that moment, before he slid gracefully beneath the black water, Bok delivered his last words on the subject. "Woodfin has shown us he can survive. Let him be what he is, a very exceptional chameleon." So I want you guys to remember to be like Woodfin and be yourself. You are brave, strong, smart, and loved. Have a good night, Buccaneers.